Who am I?
Most of the people
I am
you kill
him.
them in the same
This
room.
is it. Right now, what I got up next is I have a brand new album, Lifelines, that just dropped. It's only available on Bandcamp. I've been working on it for a whole year here in Chicago, making sure I put something together that was no skips. I wanted a classic hip hop album. I pieced it together with some of the dopest producers that I knew and features, and I think that I put together something that nobody can deny that it's a classic. Yeah, for people that don't know, man, I don't live in Chicago anymore. I've been living down south for the last 10 years, and I've been working while I've been down there, but I wanted to come to Chicago, where I'm born and raised, and work on this new album. I worked with some of the producers, Tony Baines, SC, Audacity, a guy from VA named Trae's Beats, and there's a little young guy that's went viral not too long ago named JT. He was known, he played the NPC on the news program and went viral, and Ty Hill. I did a lot of recording with Ty Hill Studio. Everything was done at Ty Hill Studio. So some of the most memorable parts would be taking that lift to Jewel on Wabash, going to Jules and Wabash, going to get me some beer, and taking the green line to the studio. I wanted that feel, man. I wanted the hawk. I wanted the air. I wanted the wind. You know, so when I sit down to write my metaphors and I'm relaying that message and saying those rhymes that they can feel every word. And my people in Chicago can say, yo, man, this is a real Chicago hip hop album right here. You could tell he cooked this right here in Chicago. And that was my whole goal, man. I sat back and thought about it for about 4 months before I did it. Jumped on the plane and came to the crib and said, we're gonna work. And I kept working until it was over. I was supposed to go back home in June. It wasn't finished. And I'm glad I didn't, because I got some more heat from other producers that they didn't know I was here. I was being real slick. And they like, you in Chicago? Well, you got to get a beat on your album. So I stayed around and I finished it like right around November. And so that's why I wanted to drop it December 1st, because I came to Chicago December 1st. So a whole 365 days later, I'm going to drop it on December 1st so they can see what I've been cooking while I've been gone. Beer of choice, that's a great question, man. I'm a beer connoisseur, man. I love craft beers, but my main beer of choice would be Stella. Stella is my beer of choice. If I'm trying to get a nice heavy buzz, Sour Monkey, Berry Monkey by Victory. I love sours. Yeah, but my beer of choice would be Stella, nice cold Stella. Some producers I like to work with. Rashid Adi's on the album. He's one of the features. He's one of the rappers on the album. I've known Rashid. I got to collaborate with Rashid Adi, who also went to Jackson State with me on this album. He's one of the producers I would want to work with, but I was able to get a rhyme out of him. It was been easier to get a rhyme out of him because he has been moving around and get a beat. But some of the producers that I would like to have worked with was XL. I wasn't able to get one from XL. That's one of my friends too. And that's really about it. If it's not XL or Doug Inf, you know, the way I work as an MC, it's different. I try to tell this to other MCs. I know a lot of producers, so it's certain things I need that I don't need from other producers. You know, so if I'm working with the Extreme or Tony Baines, then there's certain beats I don't need from this guy. So like. I had everybody that I needed. So yeah, Excel is probably the only producer here in Chicago I did not get a chance to get a beat from, that I would love to get a beat from my album. Man, what keeps me motivated is the love of the game, man. I love what I do. It's not really for the money. Like I was telling GQ this the other day, there's a lot of lists that come out, MCs. Vice really is not on a lot of those lists, but my style has been co-signed by Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, Black Thought, T3, you know what I'm saying, Elzai, some of the coldest MCs that said how dope Vice is. So that keeps me inspired, man, is to be a positive force for hip hop and do something positive. And when someone listens to Vice music, they will say that guy right there is a cold MC Always been cold. That's been my inspiration, man, for this is to stay relevant and stay cold doing it. Yo, what's going on, man? This is your boy Vice Verse, aka Vice. You're checking out 24/7 HH. Tune in.